Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and yeah, get it poppin'.
Thoughts. Everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna bounce my little black ass up, and I'm a dip.
Yeah.
And then low key.
After I had 4 mimosas, fuck you.
I had a whole bottle of Douce.
I'm not paying for shit.
And I'm not paying for shit.
And I had my little margarita in a used Patron bottle. Now,
Hate you.
I mean, for real, that's how they serve. They got Henny Coladas, they got frozen margaritas in the Patron bottle, they got the Douce Coladas.
But did you see the fried chicken and the Moet combination? They got the fried chicken and it come with a bottle of Moet. Yes, they do. Come on,
I need to go to Dallas, bitch.
And they had Obama with a bottle of Ace of Spades painted on the wall too.
But I can't dance there.
They had a Jay-Z lyric. They had a Jay-Z lyric on the wall. Seen it.
I see both.
Where we going?
I would say
road trip.
My issue with that. We going to Dallas, bitch, because I'm going there.
We going.
And we going throw that ass to the circle.
Hey, the circle. I don't know pants.
Listen, I haven't showered, so it's okay.
It's okay.
I'm home.
My issue in everything is I see both sides of everything, and it gets me in so much trouble because I'm super Sweden on everything. Like I will be like, well, I see the owner's point and I see the patron's point, and I don't really, again, per usual, give a fuck about either point, because guess what? They didn't pay that American Express bill this month. So
if she talk about that damn Amex bill, bitch, how much was it?
My baby is
$7,000 every month. I'm like, so it's
what the fuck?
I can't get under 7,000, and it's like, what am I about? I'm over it. This has been for like 8 months. So we're getting personal now.
Parker needs a table, and it's only $100.
Right, $7,100. Girl, just go ahead and add that to that 7,000.
I gagged this morning because I was like, oh my God. I was like, I haven't bought anything, and I was like, dun dun dun.
Nah, I haven't bought anything, and that's what you see.
And that's what and then I have 4 West Elm.
Girl, she was running it up at the True Kitchen. No shade.
No, bitch, I was running up at West Elm. You know I'm starting my OnlyFans for furniture, bitch. So I'm gonna be right on here. Put my toes on this fucking
girl. Just put your toes on the kitchen counter.
I can't
put your toes on the kitchen counter. That's gonna be me.
I gotta come over to TT house and steal some shit.
She won't notice.
Give me something to do.
She wanna. You see that little star back there right now? That's cute. Mm-hmm. Take that.
You take everything. Who that Kobe behind you? Let me see what Kobe hitting for.
Not Kobe. That was stolen, and that was not me. But yes,
she said that was stolen
on the StockX.
That's funny as hell.
But listen, here's the thing with the True Kitchen cocktails or whatever the fuck it's called. If I'm an owner, y'all bitches bet not put your motherfucker, because remember when you would go to certain clubs, and I was trying to think what club it was, because I was a former club rat. And they would be like, if you had on heels, like you cannot stand on the couch.
Sit on the couches. Yeah,
it would puncture. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, you go, and low key, I don't want your pussy air over my eggs.
Yeah. I hate that point, TT. And I'm so mad you made it. Fuck you and fuck everybody else that says that. Because me twerking over here at my table is not going to affect your chicken and waffles.
Yes, it is, because I got a real strong scent. And if I sense anything, it's over.
I showered today.
But here's my thing, y'all. Here's my thing about the whole setup. Like, you cannot give me Henny Coladas, margaritas, and a
little
baby
playing at a max level of 10.
You can't, and then serve my food at 12 p.m. and you can't order food after 2, and it's drinks all day. Like you just, it's the setup. And a DJ that's going off on the mic calling me out.
Here's the thing, right? all through undergrad, I worked in restaurants, right? I worked in restaurants.
Where you was at? Woodland?
Me too, girl. Me too, sis.
I worked in all the places. I started in Applebee's, the BBQs, the TGI Fridays. I worked at the Pink Teacup for a little while. Like I've been all over.
Yeah.
I worked at an African restaurant for a couple of years. Like I've done the gambit.
I love a good hospitality, sis. Yes.
So within that, and on top of that, I have always been either supervisor, manager, or trainer.
Let them know.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something about the hospitality business.
He's getting elite pussy air. Okay.
Elite pussy air.
This pussy talk manager, trainer, owner.
Hey, and as somebody that in the future, it is my dream to open up my own bar, right? So just coming from that aspect, and let's talk from a management owner perspective.
Okay.
There is a way to handle certain things. And what you're not going to do is you're not going to give me this black elitist bullshit. Like, oh, I'm trying to create a space for us. All right. Because the certain places that I've been to that are black owned, that they're trying to create and cultivate a certain type of space and energy, they're not fucking playing throw that ass in a circle. You know what they playing? India Arie, Sade, fucking D'Angelo. Where's the flowetry, bitch? You want everybody to sit the fuck down, put on flowetry, and we gonna sing some shit. Why would you play throw that ass in a circle and they get mad when I threw my ass in a circle? Are you fucking dumb?
Wait, was that really playing? Was throw that ass in a circle really playing?
When the girl was standing up on that chair, they was playing throw that ass in a circle. That's one. That's one. Two, as an owner, it is beautiful for you to be on the floor and for you to touch tables and for you to be able to get into it with your, get in tune with your customers and your clientele. That's a beautiful thing that more owners should do, especially in Black businesses. That man went to that table 3 times, and told them about the dancing and about the twerking and all of that. I wouldn't have gone 3 times. I would have been there twice. The third time would have been, thank you so much for coming to this establishment.
3 strikes,
I need
you're
you
out.
guys to leave because you are killing the atmosphere that I'm trying to create. Here's my security. You don't even have to worry about this. You guys can go. What you not gonna do is stand in the middle of the fucking restaurant floor like you the fucking principal and we all in the principal's office and now what's good for the goose is good for the gander and give everybody a fucking lecture. Y'all niggas is talking about somebody pussy ear. You got your COVID upset, yelling and screaming spit flying over everybody's food because you mad about something. Nigga, it's COVID anyway. Your shit should be fucking closed. It's nasty down in
No, okay, so honestly, his approach was completely
disgusting.
Wrong.
It was disgusting.
But let's talk about
all
right.
That was not hospitality at all.
We want to talk about elitist behavior, right? And we want to talk about Black people that don't fuck with other Black people really quickly. Because did you guys see that there is a dress code to go into this restaurant? Yeah. And among the dress code, dress code, you can't wear sweats, men or women.
No.
Women can't wear bodysuits.
Bodysuits is very specific.
You know how fucking good I look in a bodysuit?
That is very specific.
A bodysuit with a booty and a leather jacket. I'm the baddest bitch. I can't go to brunch in a bodysuit.
I didn't know this.
But wait, look. On the list, you can't wear the slides with the fur on it.
It says no slides, all slides, especially the fur ones.
Especially the ones with the fur.
Right, look, I'm looking at the list.
Wait a minute, Black people, why y'all still going here? I'm trying to understand.
Wait, there's more. Y'all missing a point though. Here's the most important point about it. That is a dress code, right? But that picture was taken from the staff's point of view. That's a staff dress code. And it says at the bottom, if you guys see anybody wearing this type of shit, please let security know so we can kindly ask them to leave or something like that. You see it, D. What does it say?
We have the right to refuse service and we'll exercise that right.
This is my thing. Places like that. And here's the thing. And as you know, I don't fuck it. As an elitist Black, but I don't give a fuck what anybody else does. I wear sweatpants every
day.
Me
Terry
too.
Day.
I have mine.
How you tell me what the fuck
now.
to wear?
I have them on right the fuck now.
Right the fuck now. Okay,
I got
even
Nike
showered.
Tech and tear sweatsuits right here in my little chair. I throw them shits on every day to go.
Those are expensive. And I was like, oh, I want to get them. I'm actually gonna buy them. Support Black.
Because I got on sweats. That mean I'm about to fight. My sis MX bill 7K and she wearing sweats and walking up in the fucking place.
Sweat.
Fuck, I could buy everybody up in here a shot if you want me to.
So I'm gonna take it a step back. I do not, and that's what I said. I don't like if I'm going to a day party, I like a day party. If I'm going to brunch, I want to go to brunch. I just want to eat my eggs and peas. Like I don't typically blend the two. Like I've never been to Woodland for brunch. And it's just me. Like I just want to eat, and I love a good turner. I love to dance on a motherfucking couch. Okay. Also, let's be clear. I just don't need to do it over breakfast. If I was there, would I be offended? No, but it's just also not my thing. So I would not go to a place like that.
Going there for that.
Yeah, I mean, like, remember when Sons of Essex used to do, and I thought about them. I was like,
they did a little hip hop thing on
party,
Saturday.
they used to do like a party brunch, right? Like you said, I'm going there for that. I went there
Beauty
once.
and Essex did it too, yeah.
Angel of Harlem, same thing.
All of them, Lavo, the white. Let's be clear, the white people.
PS 350.
Now I did.
PS 450. Yes.
PS 450 used to be a bop.
I used to host brunches at PS 450.
But how about I went to PS 450 and it was my motherfucking birthday and I was smacked and they decided to play 2 Chainz. It's your birthday. And if you think I didn't stand up on that fucking couch, I show you how I do it, what I do it for, and I was shaking my little ass back there.
And she showed it what she was doing it for.
She showed it.
Nobody, because I like I said, I used to do every Saturday at PS 450. I totally forgot about that. And nobody was offended.
No.
Everybody had a good time.
Because you knew what it was. You got a whole DJ here.
I don't care about a lot of shit. If everybody only cared about their own shit, drank water, and mind their motherfucking business, we wouldn't even be sitting here on this here podcast talking about this shit.
I mean, honestly, though, shout out to Black Twitter, though, because Black Twitter had a ball with that shit.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I was screaming. I woke up this morning.
I told TT, I was like, just search True Kitchen on Twitter, and you're going to find everything you want.
I was home. I was still home with my mother. My mother said, "What the hell are you laughing at?" When I tell you, I took a whole break, and I was in there. I had tears coming out of my eyes. My favorite is the Shamar Moore one from Soul Train, and it was when the waiter brings out my steak and egg.
Because it's true. Like when you would go to Angel Harlem, if you did not eat by 12,
oh my God, now I hate that place. But
you would not eat. You were just drinking.
That place is horrible. And I did not know. And I went by myself. Me and she went one time. And I went by myself one night.
I know. I was like, we went there once.
We went there and it was fine. I went by myself one night and was like, what the fuck? I had got my braids done.
My problem with this whole situation is okay. This is my elitist side. This is my bougetto, my Bed-Stuy bourgeois side. Okay.
Tap into her own, lean in on her. It took me a while.
It's okay.
I'm leaning in on sis. I'm about to lean in on sis. I don't like you niggers that just now discovered brunch when you turn 21. I've been going to brunch since I was fucking 9, bro. I remember going to the Village with my mother and going to the little side restaurants right on the outside of fucking Washington Square Park. Just like when you niggers found Soho and y'all was so excited. And I was like, what the fuck is a Soho? They're like, Atrium. Oh my God, it has all the things. And then when somebody bought me, I said, I've been going school shopping since fucking elementary. Like, this is what y'all all hype about? You losers. So what
was the places back then though? I need to know, wait, real quick. What were the early, because I remember Bastard.
I remember the pink teacup. The pink teacup was a staple in me growing up. And I love the pink teacup.
When it was on
7th Avenue.
7th, yeah. 7th Avenue South.
I had a nigga pay for my whole meal there. And I never talked to him. I felt like I was in LA.
That used to be me and what's it called?
What was that? It was in the Village, and I used to go there all the time.
Agave. Well, that was not really that.
No. This I'm talking about. This is like the 90s. I'm back in the 90s with this.
We won't know. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like this is like I'm talking about. Like I remember taking a train with my mother to West 4th, and then we walked past Washington Square Park, and there was so many restaurants on that other side. Right. So this is what I don't understand. We all understand like brunch is literally just a food time. It's not that serious. We don't have to make this into this whole big drawn out thing. Not all brunches need to be parties, but some brunches are, especially when you introduce things like unlimited mimosas and things of that nature. You cannot, come on. We are Black. You're Black, right? The man said he's Black. So you understand, why are you playing City Girls if you want it to be a certain type of vibe?
True.
I feel like you are trying to set up people, and then you're
tell
trying
me
to
act
demean.
up, and I can't act up.
You cannot tell me
And
all
then-
these niggas want to fuck JT. Hellcat, that's the SRT.
It's the SRT.
They want to menage on the new body.
Come on.
And I'm not.
You
You
can't.
can't. I'm not.
And I'm not about to show him the new body.
And I thought a broke nigga said something.
But what I'm saying is the major point that I had is I remember going to brunch, and brunch wasn't a fucking fashion show. I remember going to brunch just because my mother never liked me to play in the parks in the hood because hood kids. And as an adult and as a mother now, I get it. Like they be doing some other shit and I'm not with it. So to literally go and skate in the park, we would go all the way to the city to do it. So I would be in the city with my moms and we would go to the park, Washington Square Park, and I'll be skating around or whatever. And then we'll go to brunch. Why the fuck can I wear sweats? Like, what if I just decided to wake up one day and I'm just like, damn, I did some running around, I did some shopping, now I'm hungry. I like your chicken and waffles. Let me come in and have these chicken and waffles. And you're gonna tell me that I can't come in because I'm not dressed to part? Because then you want to talk about all this, oh, Black people, I want better for us, but you set your establishment up rooted in Sunday's best, which is some slavery ass shit. Fuck you. If I could go to church in sweats, why I can't eat chicken and waffles and have a fucking in a side of Moet in my sweats?
But it even goes back low key to the Kevin Hart conversation. Opt out. I remember so vividly there was a bar that my mother was telling me, and like you said, very young, and I was like 12. My mother said you couldn't wear jeans there, and so this is obviously like 19, like 95. My mother said, I'm not going there. You can't wear jeans. Like I'm not gonna go. She stopped going. And I remember that at 10, 12 years old. So again, a place. I went to a place. I think it was last year over the summer. It was actually Mouse and I, and we went and then he's like, let's just go have a drink. And I was like, oh, me, never turned down a drink. But again, it's a Sunday. I don't ever have on clothes. And it was like, oh, you have on basketball. Both of y'all got on basketball shorts. And I was like, yeah, but we just coming in for a drink.
We spending money.
Well, hold on, that's y'all. But y'all, we were on Bushwick Avenue. Let's be clear.
I remember this.
Wow.
We were on Bushwick Avenue.
I called y'all and you was going off.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
I don't like to be turned down. That shit burns me up.
Oh, child. She don't like to be turned away.
I've literally sent in shit to Page 6 because what's them hoity-toity white clubs that used to act up? What's the one? Yeah. Avenue.
Oh, Avenue.
Whenever Avenue would act up, no, I would literally send
Oak. One Oak,
whenever they would act up. No, I would deadass send notes to, don't fucking play with me. I'm a publicist, bitch. Let's not do that. And so he said that, he's like, mind you, and there's also 3 people. And it's like, yo, it's 2 p.m. on a Sunday. And yes, we have on basketball shorts. I just bought a fucking mattress. No one's dressed up. And this is also, and I was like, for this hole in the wall, I was like, good luck with that. You guys will be closed in a year. Don't.
And probably are. It's COVID.
It's COVID. Guess who has the last laugh? Ha me, bitch. But I don't get that. You cannot assume that's because someone is dressed a certain way. And that is what I don't get.
I'll never understand restaurateurs. Yeah. Who have this belief that you don't survive off of customers.
Or bar. Like that is a restaurant. Like what I'm talking about was a bar. Yo, it wasn't even food. It was a bar on Bushwick. It's not like we was in the city. I literally looked around. I said, here? I'm sorry. I was confused. I thought I was someplace else. I'm like, I'm by my crib. Like,
and that's your whole point. You need to know your fucking audience.
Demographic.
Read the room and know your audience. And it's like, but guess what? You would let them white people in because even I remember there was like a whole thing. Remember this, Daryl, in Baltimore? There's a restaurant called it's basically a group of restaurants, nice ones called the Atlas Group, and it was this restaurant called oh my god, I can't remember the name of it now. But
this happened like last year or like earlier
this year. Yeah. A black mother walked in with her son, her black son. He had on like a full Nike outfit, and he's also 10. And they said, "Oh, you can't come in here. No, you're not. You're not dressed properly." She said, "Well, wait a minute. What the little boy, white boy over here is dressed in the exact same. Like, who at 10 is wearing like, you know, like a full ass fucking?
What you want him to wear? Fucking chinos? Get the fuck out of my face.
Chinos. Yeah, it's like what are we talking about here? She's like, and I know she's gonna win. I think it's still an active, like, you know, they're still, because again, it was this year. Like, she sued them. When I tell you, people stopped going. Like, the little white boy had on the exact same thing as this woman. And yes, it is a very nice like restaurant or whatever, but like, I'm here with my son. No one's dressing like that anymore. My father recently said something about like wearing a suit jacket to a place. And I was like, I don't go to places that have dress codes because again, I don't even like to dress up. Me and Maine went to brunch on Sunday. And I forgot it was DC. You know, the DC blacks, listen, they show the fuck out. And I forgot. Like, and I went, and this girl had on a blue sequence dress to the floor. I said, well, bitch, you better get the fuck
sequence dress to the floor.
To the floor.
She was giving Diana Ross, you're gonna love me.
Wow.
Bitch, for what?
For what?
She was giving loser.
Was it her birthday? That is such a fucking loser move. I don't. That is such a fucking loser.
Like, in a panoramic?
Yo, in a panoramic. And it had a
global pandemic, and you're wearing a fucking sequence gown to brunch.
Y'all gonna get this hoodie and get out my face.
It gets better.
Are you filming Real Housewives of Potomac, bitch? What is going on?
No, she's not, because she's gonna look better than all them bitches, because they be looking hot ass mess on that show.
They look horrible, man.
My good girl Giselle looked like she be walking out the fucking Goodwill.
God bless her.
Ain't nothing wrong with shopping at the Goodwill, darling.
It is if you Giselle. The way she talks to people.
Didi, you be putting your Goodwill, and me too. I be putting my Goodwill fits together, honey. Giselle.
I put an outfit together real quick.
I don't know what just the fuck Giselle be doing, but I'm telling you, but this is the same type of vibe. And I remember thinking like, but nobody was obviously twerking, but it also wasn't like the type of music. And the place is so nice that, and I said that. I said it to myself. I was like, I was shocked there were so many black people. And he was like, oh, you on your bougie shit? And I was like, no. I just did not think, because when I went before, it was not that.
Yeah, DC is not giving black these days.
Yeah, it's like I was happy to walk in, and I was like, oh my god, yes, I love
DC is not giving that these days. Like it's
not.
Very
not that Shaw neighborhood. Yeah, and that's Atlanta now. Atlanta took that title.
Yeah, it's not that. That's not what DC is. So I was actually like happy to see that. Like, we can still go places and know how to act. It wasn't a fight that broke out. The bill was way too motherfucking high. The rent was too high. Like, everybody was fine. And there wasn't no twerking. It wasn't no nothing. So you cannot tell me, and because May had on a sweatsuit, like, you cannot tell me that in my sweatsuit I don't know how to act. I hate dress code. Now that is, like I said, that is a shit.
That shit is rooted. That shit is rooted in racism. Like, I hate when they talk about like, oh, no sneakers. You know how much these fucking Jordan 1s cost? Are you shitting me?
I would never.
But you got a fucking white man in here with some hard bottom Aldos, and I know his feet hurt, but you mad at me for my $300 Nikes? Like, what's gonna happen? That nigga will fight in them Aldos before I fight in these Nikes. You think I'm about to crease the front of my ones? Are y'all retarded?
Let me ask y'all this though. Okay, and I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm gonna say my point. The whole thing, I saw someone tweeted that the whole idea of professionalism is rooted in whiteness. And I
White
get
supremacy.
it.
Yep.
I get it. But this is my thing. Black people are the most polite, clean,
yes,
together people that you will ever fucking experience. So part of me was like, I get it. I totally get it. I do. I get it. But like I said, you can those things that I mentioned, you cannot take that away from Black people. Like nobody has a monopoly on cleanliness like Black people. Nobody.
Facts.
Right.
No.
Nobody.
But you know what it is? For me, I do believe that it is rooted in supremacy in certain aspects. But as an English teacher, improper grammar and just not knowing how to articulate yourself and not knowing your homophones. When I tell
what
you
is that? What is that? I'm sorry. Can you give us a lesson real quick? What is that? What is a homophone again? I was like a homophobe.
Homophones are words that sound the same but have different meaning. Like the color blue, the past tense of to blow something is blue. Those are homophones. They both are blue, but they're spelled differently.
And my dumbass was like, "What's blue?"
There.
Okay.
Weather.
Here. Weather. Homophones,
yes, teacher.
I will literally oh my God, like this is why I don't go on Facebook, because to watch people that I looked up to in my life fuck up simple homophones makes me like cringe. Like it just like goes down my spine. And
girl, there will fuck niggas up.
That shit fuck niggas up every day.
Every day.
That hard. THER is over there.
I can get
THEY with the apostrophe RE is they are. They are.
Oh my God.
THER is there. Like
possession.
Come on, let's get it together, Black people. And I know my father is Caribbean, but he's the other side, because there are two types of Caribbeans. They're the ones that value education and be like, be an engineer, be a lawyer, be a doctor, and then there's the other side that's like, all that shit is man-made. This shit is a bunch of bullshit. All of this Eastern, Western philosophy bullshit. The white man told y'all to read and you read and blah blah blah. So I have
white man told y'all to read.
So wait, he's the latter.
He's the latter, right?
He's the latter.
So he's like, growing up with him, it's just like, man, the white man told you that this is how you're supposed to read and this is what you do. I get that it's rooted in white supremacy, but this is how I pay the mortgage. So fuck you. Everybody in this house is going to speak correctly. Okay?
Because what's the number one thing on my list? Money.
Hello.
What's the number one thing? Come fucking Cardi B out this bitch.
Money.
Okay. Y'all, we have talked so much about it we don't give a fuck about.
This is why my podcast be 3 hours long, because niggas be neck deep in just conversation.
Oh no, because we don't care about these things. We care about them enough. Like I said, that I will hit the group chat at a meet, and I try to keep in mind that G is on the West Coast, so I'll be like, I cannot ask her to Region A or whatever her name is, get her nose done at fucking 6 a.m. So I wait till 10, and I'll be like, G,
that's a good friend.
I say, boom.
But she know I'll be up. She know I'll be up at that time.
That's a good friend, because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to send the text regardless, and then you just answer it when you wake up. It's not my problem that you don't live here.
Oh my God. I can't.
That's fair too. I wouldn't be upset at that either.
I think because I'm so used to all the LA people that I'm like, okay, well, let me just like put this back a little bit, and then
no, you know what? Don't do that, because my phone be so dry. If somebody did text me at that time, I'd be like, oh my God, who is this?
I can't. No, and I literally like purposely don't text you like at 8, because I like this morning I was like, it's 11. Hey guys, let's go. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Child, I've been trying to plan with this girl all day. I had already been
working.
Yeah. Oh, I know. You well, Diddy, you was hitting me like during like my meeting, and I was paying attention, and then I wasn't, and I was trying to look, and then
I'm over it now. We've settled it. I wanted to fight you earlier.
So Diddy and I and our friend, we're going to Antigua for New Year's Eve. And I couldn't, and I said it. I just said, I'm fine with whatever. I'm the pickiest bitch in the group chat.
Yeah, like the first place, she was like, it looked old. And I'm like, girl,
it did look antiquated. It was giving antiquated.
Where's your solution?
I didn't have that. Y'all are the planners. I just said what I liked and did not like. And I knew you was going to figure it out.
I don't see the problem.
G,
And then guess who figured it out? Dee. He figured it out. I knew you would. And that's why I kept being.
What you sending to me?
So wait, let me understand. So you guys going on vacation because y'all vacations always look mad fun, and fuck y'all, I want to go. I'm fun.
We booked an hour ago.
I can send it
we
to
could
you
totally
too.
send to you.
Niggas go on trips every day, B.
We booked an hour ago.
I'm mad fun. I'm not poor.
You mad
the
fun.
Fuck?
And you ain't poor.
No, I'm lying. I'm not that fun. I be sleep, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Really?
I sleep. No, I sleep.
I mean, we be sleeping. We just get fucked up first.
I sleep and I sleep late. Like I go to bed early. No, I'm like really an old lady. So no. I'm gonna send it
to be very honest, y'all about to surpass my bedtime right now. Shit,
I can't.
They going into my dinner hours. I gotta go.
Oh, same because I haven't eaten. Okay.
My phone on D&D at 9:30. Get ready.
I feel like Daj already answered our questions before. No.
Oh,
no. Okay, so real quick, you did answer our question. So this one we're gonna switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So Daj, you have a man now. You have a man, okay? And the way you be thinking about your man, I said.
I'm low key. I'm sorry, I did not mean to cut you off, TG. But I like literally always be in Daj DMs, like heart face. Like I'm so happy for you. You deserve love. I was like, I'll have to stop. Like this girl probably thinks I'm crazy, but I was just like, I love seeing like Black women have love.
You have my sentiment. It's you, and it's actually Kayla.
Kayla too. Oh my God, yes.
I love every time either of y'all post. I'm like, I'm living life.
I just be like,
what am I doing? Yeah, I literally.
Well, maybe it's hope for me, God. Like you're like,
yes.
Maybe it's hope for me. I love it. I literally am just a fan. So
I said, God, I have seen what you have done for others. Okay. I know Tiara, that whatever is in the cards for me. My homegirl wrote, she basically, I've got my nails done with one of my closest friends from like middle school. And she's been married, got divorced, got 2 kids, and she had all these manifestations of what she wanted in a man. And I thought about like y'all tweets and everything like that. And I wrote down, I have 40 things on my list. So I implore everybody to do it. I also took hers. Okay. I took hers. No shade. I took hers. I probably added like 6. So I got to 40. And I said to her, I said, this isn't realistic. Like no one's going to get all of the things on their list. She said, no, my friend did. And I thought about you immediately. I'm sitting in a pedicure chair. You just sitting there like this. And I was like, no, but people do get people that are perfect for them. That like, my list isn't perfect, but and I have like I have slashes and things that I'm like willing to bend on. And I was like, no, this is actually plausible. Where did you meet this nigga? That's my question.
Twitter.
Did it go down in the DMs?
I met him on Twitter. So okay. That I say this in jest, but that's my little freak John, right? He just a little freaky, whatever. So he was an avid listener of Horrible Decisions. And then Tahoe was on Horrible Decisions. So then he started listening to So Shameless. So then he would start tweeting about So Shameless. Now, here's the thing about that list, right? I too had a list. And the top 10 things on my list, that nigga does not meet at all. Like, fuck my top 10 things. Now, here are all right, it's not even 10. It may be like 5. I always said I needed a nigga that was over 6 feet. This nigga is 5'8". I always said that I wanted a nigga that didn't have parents. I'll explain that to y'all another time. This nigga got parents. I always said that I didn't want niggas that had sisters. This nigga got sisters. I always said I wanted a nigga that was of a certain age. That nigga gotta be older than me. This nigga 29.
Wait, I'm adding things to my list.
Wow.
This nigga 29. All of these, like all of the superficial
the dumb
things,
shit. Yeah.
All the superficial things that I needed, he does not meet at all. Fuck it, right? So he's on Twitter. One thing that he's chocolate, and I love a chocolate man. And he was tweeting me about the show or whatever. And I just looked at his profile picture and I'm like, that looked like the type of nigga I'ma love. Okay, so let's follow him. Wow. So now we talking and we have like this banter back and forth on the timeline. And then he said something to me. And you know, like that rule, like, oh, if you like 3 pictures, you obviously like me. So I feel like it was a lot of interaction. So I slid in his DMs and I said, literally, you look like my future ex-boyfriend. What's up?
Oh, you did do a how it started.
I remember and that was last year. This was last October. And he was just like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And he was like, oh, you know, but I'm talking to somebody right now. And I'm like, so? Who's not talking to somebody? Like, I didn't ask you about none of that shit. And he was like, well, I was just trying to be upfront. So like, it's like a lot of banter. We went out on our first date last year. We slept with each other a couple of times last year, but then COVID, right? But here's the thing. At that time, I was not in a place for a relationship. I was not looking for a relationship. Parker was on the way of turning 1. Like, I said to myself that I was not going to find myself in a relationship with anybody until after Parker was at least 2. I missed the mark a little bit, but I think because of COVID and being home and spending all the time that I did spend with her this year, I feel like I kind of made up for it because I just didn't want to miss pivotal moments. I didn't want to have to like split my time with her, with anybody. Like, it was like all of these other things, right? Mm-hmm. But I feel like what COVID did, my grandfather used to tell me all the time, slow down, girl. Slow down. You move too fast. You talk too much. You move too fast. You talk too much. And like, that was something that was in the back of my head for the most of COVID. Like, yo, I really just have to sit here and I have to really like come to terms with certain things about myself. And within that, by April, I think I had cut off everybody. Like it was nasty work because I'm just like, without sex and going out on dates, I don't even like you niggas.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't do that.
Sit here and be quarantined in my house and you quarantine in your house and having to have conversations with you. I don't even like you niggas like that. Mm-hmm. So it was just, I was just on like it was like a trend of just like, I'm not talking to this person no more. Block, but not block like negatively, like block because I just need you out of my sight for a little while until I like get over the situation and then I can move on. And he's a firefighter and he lives in Jersey. So he's been outside in the quarantine. So I just remember the day before my birthday, or like a couple of days before my birthday, we've always texted and kept in contact or whatever. And I was just like, yo, come over. You outside anyway, fuck it. I'm over this shit. Like, I'm just not going to sit here and just be dickless forever because I'm scared. Like, it's about to be my birthday. Like, who's giving me the birthday dick I deserve? Okay?
Yes.
So that was the only person I could think of because I had blocked everybody else. So he comes over, you know, he brings me a birthday gift, which I did not expect. And that was dope. And then I go to a sex party. Conversation for another day. He's at
it's a whole other episode. Okay. Yes, a whole I need to know about these.
What was your question you was asking, Daj T? You was like gonna ask. Oh, she was asking how did you meet? Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Oh, right. Got you. Okay.
So, like, again, because of COVID, like, we lost touch. And then I go to the sex party and he's there. And I'm just like, I forgot. Like, I really like having sex with this man.
Oh,
like,
so y'all did not go together. I thought y'all went
No, I went with Orlando. Whole nother story.
Oh, wow.
Not like that. Like, we just
not like that. Saying you went with somebody
my friend.
Yeah. Right.
So after the sex party, we're talking or whatever, and he was like, yo, like, let's go out next week. And I'm just like, all right, fuck it. I'm about to find a babysitter 2 weeks in a row. I'm going on a date, bitch. So we go to this beer garden in Queens. And I don't know if you guys have heard of the Skin Deep, but they have a card game. And I'll show it to you guys afterwards. But they have a card game, and there are different decks for different places and spaces in your life. So there's like a friendship deck, there's a dating deck, there's a relationship deck, there's like a co-worker deck, there's a family, single. There are these different decks, and they're all questions. It's just like a question-based, conversation-based card game. So I bought the card game with me on the date. So I was just like, yo, I got this card game that I was like, I never had a chance to play with anybody. Like, you want to play? He's like, yeah. So it was the dating edition. And as we are flipping through these cards, 2 hours later, I learned so much about him, about like his morals, his values, like what he wants in the future. And we aligned on every single level, every question. I'm like, yeah, me too. Because da-da-da. And like, these are not random ass, like, what's your favorite color questions? These are questions like, one of the questions was, if I spoke to your father, what would he warn me about you? Like, what would he say to warn me about?
What's the name of the cards again?
I'm gonna show it to you guys afterwards. Okay. But it's like a really deep, intuitive game, and it the whole point is it makes you go from surface level to deeper. Skin deep, like deeper, right? And after that card game, everything just catapulted, because like I just felt like, oh, the whole time, the type of person that I've always wanted is embedded in you, because there's no real way to bullshit your way out of this game, because these questions are so random. So when they pop up, like, you can tell if somebody's lying. They'd be like, I don't know, next question. But the thing is, if you skip a question, you got to stare into each other's eyes for like 30 seconds or some shit like that.
This game is very... like intimacy. I feel like, and I feel like
it was like, the game.
It cuts through
all the bullshit.
Quickly. Like you said, I think so many times in dating or talking or situationships, you spend so much time on the very surface level.
Yes.
And you don't ever get to, and that's always my thing. Like, okay, how are we gonna get below like 6 feet deep? Because that's where everything really actually is. Like your childhood shit. We were talking about before we even hit record. I think we were talking about something completely different. You brought up that Bell Hooks book, and like how your childhood is how you love and all these things. Like that's the shit that really, really matters, because those are the things that are going to affect our relationship ultimately. So like, if we can't get there, we can't do nothing. Like
we can't.
And
we got there. And
plus, like 31. I feel like I wasn't there at 31, but at 35 plus, I'm like, what are we doing? What's your credit score? And what the fuck do you want to, like, at this point now, it's a completely different ball game. Like, I don't have a lot of time to figure out and what's what and this and that. It is so like concise on who are you and what are we doing? Okay, bye. Like, we ain't got time. And I think that game is what opened me up to seeing a different side of him, and that game is what made me want to really pursue something deeper. And then Cancer, mushy ass, I know you guys say you don't see the cancer, but I'm mad fucking mushy. So what do? Our next date, I planned him a romantic picnic in Dumbo. So like I had like champagne. I remember this, but I remember this. Yeah.
And that was date 3. Huh? Yeah, I posted in my close friends.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember that, because I was like, look at them at the park. This is so cute.
So cute.
Yeah, and that's really like, so if I want to say how we really met at the beer garden playing that game, and it was so pivotal to our relationship, because I feel like it cut off 6 months of bullshit.
Oh, I love it. So that's what I'm saying. I just love it because I feel like it's possible to, specifically in COVID. Like, you're a mom. Like, does he have any kids?
Yeah, he's a dad. He has a 12-year-old.
Okay.
So that's the thing.
That's good. That's ideal for me. That's why I want to date a baby father.
Yeah.
No, on my list, there's no kids. Yeah. No kids. And if they are, they're 15 plus. Got a whole new list. It's a new world. Like 15, nigga. Like, but I get, because literally my friend that has kids had that. He has kids, but like, whatever. And I was like, I can't completely take it out of, the equation, but
right. But it's crazy because he loves kids, and he's just like, yo, I would have another one, because he's still young. He had a kid as a teen, that she's fucking 12.
So would you have another one?
Yes. Not because I already know I am an advocate of fuck these kids. I will scream it from the rooftop, but my next one is going to be the kid that I need to have, not necessarily the kid that I wanted to have. This is not for selfish reasons like Parker. Parker was selfish. Like, I want her here. That's it. This kid is literally like, I need somebody else in this house to offset the bullshit that's happening with this toddler. So I'd rather just have two of them motherfuckers at the same time. They could play with each other. They could beat each other up. It's not going to be little girl running in my room with Legos. Go play with your brother, sister, brother, sister, him, they, them, whatever, all the gender shit. I don't know what it's gonna be. But go play with that motherfucker, okay? Y'all got a room.
I can kind of see that. I was with my friend that had twins, and her twins are 6 months old. And
Sounds
if
like
one
terrible.
would cry, and it was like, and I was like, this is a lot. Like, one would cry, and then the other one would cry, and one was so chill, and the other one was like sleep. But you could see even at 6 month old,
different personalities.
They would like feed off of each other, or it was like, you would. I've literally gravitated to the one that woke up first. I just gravitated towards him first, and the other one I was like, oh my god, but I didn't forget about you. And then he would just start like crying but at the same time I was like, oh, I kind of get it. I think I'm just scared because nothing makes me want to have kids. I think I'm one of those people that. Yeah, that is just
pointless.
Well, no, I want to, but I don't feel like, oh my god, this like dying sense of urgency. I think it's just more so like.
I mean, I didn't either.
Yeah, I think that.
I think most people don't. You just get into it.
TT, we've been here before. We've been here before, TT, and I'm not going to change my stance. Don't fucking have kids. Be the cool rich auntie. And keep it moving. Like, why are you bothering us? First of all, with your type A ass person, have you met children? They are disgusting. Parker just shit her whole fucking room up. She literally shit in a diaper, took the diaper off, took the shit out of the diaper, put it in her tent, and it was shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Been there. Jesse did that too.
Look at your house. Go look around your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful house.
That up my West Down furniture.
Yes, it will. Y'all remember Scary Movie? I'ma shit on these walls, Ray. Yes, that's gonna be your house. And then you gotta sit there because they're babies and they don't know any better, and you gotta fucking love them while you fucking scrubbing shit off your walls. What the fuck
getting all under your fingernails and shit. Yeah,
I had shit on my arm. One time I had shit, it got on my arm. My fucking arm.
Yeah.
Why do you want to have kids? What the fuck is your problem? What is wrong with you?
I'm stressed out.
Meanwhile, you said all that. Meanwhile, you talking about you gonna have another one. Bye. Okay.
Yes. Again. This is for purpose. This is for purpose. I'm a teacher. I fucking love kids, but I hate them.
Is she a teacher?
Okay. But what I'm saying to you is, if somebody would have told me the truth, okay, the truth. If somebody would have told me the truth, I wouldn't have did this shit. You like your edges? They look nice over there. You know how you still got edges and shit? Wait till you a bald-headed scallywag talking about all I wanted was my baby. This is fucking dumb. Stop doing dumb shit.
Not a bald-headed.
What do you want kids for? What the fuck are they gonna do for you?
Dash, where can everyone find you? Where can everyone find you?
I'm tired of y'all. I want to have babies, bitches. Fuck y'all. Come take this one. I keep telling you to come get her, bring her to your house, and let her break up your shit.
And shit on your walls.
I'm falling
on the walls.
I just thought something. Last time Dash was on the podcast, I was not speaking to my nigga at all, and she told me that Parker was coming over. I said, "I'm sorry, what?" I was going out that night, and I was like, "Huh?" And I get home, and there's a little baby just laying on my bed. I said, "Oh, okay, well
Mama gotta have a life too. That's why you have a village.
I was like, oh my God.
It sure does.
And then I was like, I could kind of do this. And then we like slept. And then I kept like waking up and like checking her breathing because I was like, Jesus Christ, I can't.
Because for some reason, TT thought the baby was dead. That she's
gonna die on my watch or something. That nigga, I don't know.
Not in my house.
Not in my African American household. I did not have my furniture then. Yeah, and I'm like, as I would just literally be like, I was like, well, I didn't really sleep because like, I thought she's gonna die. So I was up all night. And then we went to brunch and I think we gave her eggs and she had never had eggs before, something like that. And I was like, this is like cute. I could kind of do this. And then I never thought about it again.
That shit is poverty.
Like I'm around Jesse and I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I want this. And then sometimes I get home, I'm like, maybe do it. Maybe I don't. Because I just like, it's just me here.
It's
I'm
poverty.
gonna make a little salad and watch whatever the fuck I want to watch and go to sleep.
I love it. I'm sorry. I love it. I mean, it has its bad days, but I love it.
This shit ghetto. But it's all right. I like the ghetto. I'm from the ghetto.
I'm dead. Doug, where can people find you?
You can find me at your daddy house. No.
Oh, yeah. My Lord.
No, you can find me every Tuesday on So Shameless Podcast. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram, Miss Daja Bell. I'm out here or whatever. And if you feel any way about anything I said in here today, please don't write me on social media because I might have an attitude and tell you to suck my dick. But if you have nice things to say, just come on. Come on.
We love Daj.
I fucking
Daj is a friend of the show.
We
need a whole other episode of just like shit talking.
Yes, we gotta talk about the sex
you have a Scorpio moon like me. I'm like, oh my gosh. All of us are connected to Daj via the Zodiac. I love it.
The Zodiac. We
horoscope, sex parties. We have a whole episode planned out.
Sex parties. She got to come for a Patreon episode.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready for that. Yes. And we can definitely talk about sex parties and my exhibitionist voyeur behavior. It's really nasty.
Yeah, because I want to go to one, but I just want to be. I just want to look.
I want to participate.
That's a voyeur. Oh, participating is fun, girl. I got you.
Yeah, I'm so vanilla. I'd be like, oh my god. I'd be like, oh my god, has that bed been clean? Like, yeah, it would.
Oh, y'all don't listen to Hard or Soft then, because I definitely squirted on a sex couch. You know, some things happen.
So the quote of the day is, we're wrapping up.
Niggas that finished a whole bottle of wine on this show. Let me.
Girl. This is, but mind you, I'm trying to wait. I couldn't. This is all I have left, and I'm trying to actually and I'm trying to save what I have left for my damn dinner. The quote of the day is, "I'm so proud of anyone." This is, we're wrapping up the year, so I'm so proud of anyone doing the work to become the best version of themselves. Not for anybody else, not for these fucking celebrities, not for cancel culture, not for celebrity culture, but for yourself. Do the work.
Yes,
I love that.
Not for no bitch.
Me too.
I just tweeted today. I'm proud of anybody that's on a self-love journey.
And I thought about your tweet.
I thought you were about to read my tweet. Literally,
I thought so too. That full circle.
See how connected we are, team.
Because
it's true. And this is the fourth time I've called you that today.
Because I think a lot of times, especially during now, like a lot of people spend a lot of time on their phone and on social media, and you're constantly being fed images and videos of things. And if you're not in a good headspace, it could fuck with you.
I mean, I think it's just everything. Like I said, the fact that people care so much about fucking celebrities that they will never ever meet in their life, like we just care so much about.
We care so much. Dr. Fauci, free us, God, please, because we need some business, child, or these niggas need some business. Because anyway,
I only cared about like the undoing, and like it just changes by the week. Like tonight, it's my salmon, and I'm like jerk or chili sauce. That's what I care about today after having a hellacious day is what type of salmon with an L, no L rather, am I going to have? That's what I care about today.
Salad, like the G in lasagna.
Like the G. We're going to talk about Reginae next week because I also thought about it. That's such a New Orleans ass name. Reginae, like you got to say.
Reginae.
And I can't do it. My Baltimore accent will not allow me to do it.
Reginae. As in
there you go.
Reginae.
I need to talk about her birthday party because I'm jealous and I wanted to be there.
Okay.
Daj, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, Daj.
Yes.
You are so fun always. We love you.
My sis and rising sun Cancer.
I love you guys too. Y'all know this is my favorite show. So
Tyler be saying that too.
No, it's the energy here. Like it's so much fun. Like it's just like a fun atmosphere to be in. I've always had fun at Oprah.
I mean, it feels like we on like a 4-way phone call. Like back
it really
in the day.
That's the
vibe. Call Dodge real quick.
I forgot. Go get that. Did you get that? Okay,
it's really giving that.
Yeah, it definitely gave that. Yeah, it definitely gave that for sure. That's thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and get it poppin'.
Thoughts,
everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe.